Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So we are from Group 7 and we want to presentate about analysis of credit application. Our group compiled by 4%. My name is Rahan Galika Majaya.
My name is Fitria Ratnasari.
I'm Rizky Nasriyati.
And I'm Syed K. Satasya.
Okay, and the next one, we would like to talk about credit management cycle.
Yeah, credit management cycle, there are 6 steps. First step is accept of credit application. 2-step analysis credit. 3 steps credit decisions. 4-step credit administrations. 5 steps credit monitoring. 6-step handling of non-performing loans. The credit cycle that starts from submitting a credit application until it is finally approved, disbursed, supervised, and credit repayment with the following stage. First, application for credit. Credit applications submitted by prospective customers to banks are generally met by submitting the following document: A. Official application letter. B. Deed of incorporation. Brief description of the project or business plan. C. Company financial statement. E. Other information such as PWP, company domicili statement, bank account, SIUP, and TDP. 2. Credit analysis. After the credit application is received by the bank, usually the account officer or where credit is received, the prospective customer is asked to provide information in the form of document or interview. In general, credit analysis is carried out based on 2 methods, namely, first, the 6C assessment method includes character, capacity, capital, condition of economy, collateral, and constraints. The 6C assessment method includes character, capital, capacity, condition of economy, collateral, and constraints. 3. Credit approval. The name of the credit analysis report varies depending on the system and procedures that the bank has, including the following: credit analysis report, credit application analysis report, credit recommendation report, appraisal study, project feasibility study report. Next.
Institutions which discuss and approve the credit, among others, are as follows. 1. The head of the branch, for example, to the amount of the credit up to 500 million rupiah. 2. The head of the region, for example, for a credit of up to 750 million. 3. Director of credit, for example, for a credit up to 1 billion rupiah. 4. The director of the bank, for example, for a credit up to 5 billion. 5th, the board of commissioners, for example, for loans above 5 billion. Discussion and approval of loans made by the credit committee, duties as follows. A. Checking the report of credit analysis. B. Approve the credit application submitted. C. Set the terms of granting of such credits, interest rate, and the loan term. Next. And step 4, credit agreement. Credit agreement prepared by a public notary appointed by the bank or selected by the prospective customer or the deal. In general, the contents of the credit agreement made by the notary public based on input from the public bank is as follows. A. Party divider credit. B. The party receiving the credit. C. The magnitude of the cost of the project. D. The magnitude of the credit will be given. Next. E. The interest rate on credit. F. Cost that must be paid. G. The payback period of credit. H. Installment payment schedule of the credit and payment of the interest credit. I. The best credit. J. The terms that must be met before the credit is disbursed. K. The obligation of that must be done by the customer during the credit not yet repaid. L. Rights owned by the bank during the credit not yet repaid. Next. Step 5. The disbursement of credit. Requirements for disbursements of such credit generally includes the following matters. A. The credit agreement was signed. B. Credit withdrawal is in accordance with the needs of the project. C. Credit withdrawal is in accordance with the construction schedule of the project. D. Application for such credit supported by the documents in accordance with the disbursement of credit. And E. The magnitude of the credit must be in accordance with the ratio agreed. Next. And the sixth step, supervision of credit. Supervision or monitoring of credit covering various aspects of our activities, which are as follows. A. The administration of adequate credit. B. The requirement for credit customer to submit reports periodically. C. A must for the credit analyst to conduct a visit. D. Consultation was structured between the bank with the debtor. And E. The existence of a warning system on the administration of the bank. Okay, next.
And then number 7 is requirement of credit. In the ideal condition, customer will always get fulfilled obligation to the bank based on the agreement that has been set credit agreement. So the loan or credit bank finally declared paid off. And then in this case, the funds are returned to the customer. Next. Number 8 is additional credit. In the situation of additional credit, for example, due to business expansion on a bank finance project, an addendum that is usually made to the first credit agreement and it is an variable unit. Point 2, and the request of additional credit are accurate is like benefit of the bank because point A, evidence the evidence that the first credit projection went well and was successful. Point B, opportunity to earn additional income for the bank. And the last is point C, it is a matter of pride for the bank to be used for promotion. And next. Number 9 is non-performing credit. Credit collectability categories prepared by Bank Indonesia are as follows. Point A, current asset. Current asset is credit that does not have delay in repaying debt on principal and paying interest. Point B, substance credit. Substance credit is a credit which the refund and interest payment have been delayed for 3 months from the agreed time. Point C, doubtful credit. Double credit is a credit which the refund and interest payment have been delayed for 6 months or 2 times for the agreed time. And then point D, bad credit is a credit which the refund and interest payment have been delayed for more than 1 year since due date decided on the agreed schedule. Next. The implication for the bank as a result of this problematic credit can be follows. A. The loss of the opportunity to obtain income from a given credit, temporarily reducing profit and getting back impact for the bank. The earning asset quality ratio, or better known as BDR, is getting bigger, which indicates worse situation. C. The bank must increase the allowance for reserve for earning asset classified by on exacting regulation. The return on asset has decreased. A. As a result of the complication in point 2, 3, and 4 mentioned above, the value of the bank soundness level is described based on calculation according to the Camel method. Next. Bad credit rescue. In In effort to face the bad credit, the bank can take a number of rescue actions as follows: rescheduling, reconditioning, restructuring, three or combination execution, which will be explained by Rehan Gali.
Okay, the next one is credit cycle. So, rescheduling is the rescheduling of part or all of the debtor obligations. For example, the principal loan installment that were originally scheduled to be completed within 4 years are rescheduled so that repayment of the credit will be take 5 years. The second one is the reconditioning. Reconditioning is an attempt by the bank to save the credit given by using part of all of the conditions that were originally agreed upon with the debtor and set forth in the credit agreement. The amended requirements are: A. Credit interest rate. B. Easier requirement. C. Creditor guarantee. D. The type of amount of several fees. E. Bank management. F. Combination of the several changes mentioned above. So the third one is restructuring. It is an effort to save credit that banks are forced to do by changing by the composition of the financing that underlies the provision of credit. For example, a project is financed with a financing structure, a bank loan debt of 60% and the customer capital equity of 60%. So the debt to equity ratio is 60-40. The next one is overcome customer. Some way to overcome customer difficulties is as follows. The first one, the bank provides additional credits. The second one, customers increase their equity portion of customers' capital. And the third one, customers increase their equity portion of fresh capital. The next one is about 3R combination. In order to rescue non-performing loans, if deemed necessary, bank can carry out various combination of rescheduling, reconditioning, and restructuring action mentioned above that are: A. Rescheduling and reconditioning. B. Rescheduling and restructuring. C. Reconditioning and restructuring. And D. Rescheduling, reconditioning, and restructuring. The next one is about execution. If all rescue efforts, as described above, have been tried but are still unable to fulfill their obligation to the bank, then the last resort is for the bank to carry out the execution through various means, including the first one is submit obligation to BUPN or Badan Urusan Piutang Negara. B. Submit the case to the district court. It's about civil case. Okay, that's all from us. So if you guys have any question, you can ask. With type your question in the commentary column. So that's all from us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.